Craft brews and casual conversation, slap me in the face and call me a real man's man. For I am looking at a person who was created when Venus interacted with Mercury and gods were crying at the beauty of what was about to be created. For somebody opened up the Necronomicon and was like, oh my God, this is the sexiest beast I've ever seen. Let's call him Robert and let's tickle our earlobes together in a joyous, momentous frolic.
Yeah, then I grew up to say, cue it.
You're about to hear the greatest show of your life. Dudes with Brews on a porch with Rob and Drew.
Hello, Rob.
Hello, Drew.
How are you doing this fine eve?
I'm doing so much better. I think everybody needs a Drew to just introduce them.
Yeah, every time they walk into the door.
A room or wherever they go.
Yeah, I'm here to make you feel good. And I feel like it's been a while since both you and I had beverages. Shall we dive in?
Let's dive right in.
I agree with that statement. So I am drinking from Vault 202. Vault 202 Brewery and Tap Room. I am drinking the barrel-aged Anything Different is Good. It is a Baltic Porter. Anything Different is Good. Baltic Porter was brewed for their first annual 202 Day, an event for people to come together in the middle of the monotonous Wisconsin winter. Just like Punxsutawney Phil brings a crowd together in the middle of winter each year, we wanted to do the same here in Appleton. Back in November, they pulled some of Anything Different is Good and put it into some freshly emptied J. Henry & Sons Wisconsin straight bourbon barrels and aged for 10 months. So they hope we enjoy, and they want to thank us for all of their support over the past year. Cool place in Appleton, Wisconsin. I went to it. I enjoyed it, and I loved it. And I'm drinking, I am a bitch when it comes to the barrel aged. I love it very much. It's got my favorite beverages. It's got beer thrown in with some bourbon barrels. It's dark.
That thing is blacker than night.
Yeah.
New moon night.
It's got a little, I think it's only like 7 or 8% ABV. So it's nothing like overpowering by any means with the booziness. 36 on the ABVs, or on the IBUs, not 36, the ABVs. it's 7.8 ABV. It has the taste. It has the porter taste to it. And you get like the hints of the bourbon a little bit. Personally, I would like it to be a little more bourbony, but it's still there. It's still present. And so far, it's good. What you got?
I am drinking from Ogopogo Brewing, which we've done a few of their beers through the years. This beer is called Yowie.
Yowie!
Or it could be Yowie. It all depends on the interpretation. It's a West Coast IPA at 6.7% ABVs. I'll read the can and then the ingredients, and then I will give a little description, as is custom, I believe.
Yes.
Deep in the Australian wilderness, whispers tell of the Yowie, a towering, elusive creature said to roam the bush under cover of night. Neither fully beast nor man, It leaves behind only tracks, broken branches, and stories no one can quite prove.
Oh my gosh.
Rarely seen and never caught, the Yowie remains a legend, wild, untamed, and impossible to forget. So a little lesson in lore
Little
on this
lesson
can.
lore. I feel like you need some music when you're talking about like scary stuff. So keep going.
Yeah, that would be our producer's job, but the can is done.
Oh, damn it. Well,
Put it back in post. So yeah, it's 6.7 ABV. It's a triple dry hopped, West Coast with Vic Secret, Mosaic, Citra, and Amarillo.
is Vic Secret like the male equivalent to Victoria's Secret?
I think there's like a transgender joke in here, but I'm not going to make it.
That's not where I was going, but all right, continue.
Well, just because it's VIC, there's no K.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what? Just cut that whole part out. Anyway, it's got a good, it's a West Coast color. I'd say it's a little bit murkier. It settles between golden and dark amber. Does that
Sure.
Does that ring any? Does that create imaginative bubbles of color in your brain?
I mean, you sent me a picture, and I wouldn't call it that, but sure.
See, but I'm looking at it through a frosty glass on a shadow-ridden windowsill.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, as they say, and you are the beer holder. So
I would say it's not. I don't know. In the light, it is crisp looking, like a little bit more lemonade-ish, maybe with a hint of Arnold Palmer. It's
sure.
A little tea in there too.
All right.
Smells very fruity.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if it's going to be bitter or if it's going to be sweet. Well, let's find out.
That's what people say about me when they look at me. I wonder if he's going to be bitter or if he's going to be sweet.
Well, this is just like with you. It's a beautiful blend of both.
Great.
The bitterness only makes the sweetness better, and the sweetness would be too much without the bitter.
Look at that.
This is a really good first sip.
Good.
It's like Citra hops are so weird for me because I always know they're either gonna go like really bitter or really sweet. I feel like, and maybe I'm wrong about that. After 10 years, I probably should know, but I don't. But I would say this is like a bitter fruit beer.
We're the average connoisseurs, and we're the average like enjoyers. We don't need to go into like all the mumbo jumbo stuff. Like we'll leave that to the pros. We are the everyday man, the everyday person. Like I'm not gonna like if a brewer's going, yeah, I do this, and I get this. It's like, bro, but it tastes like shit. I don't care what you're doing. It doesn't matter. Like I'll be interested if it tastes good, and then I'm like, all right, now you can like break it down, and we'll enjoy it, and we'll do that. But let me just be a person. Let's keep it simple, stupid. Let's kiss it.
I know it's not a good advertising campaign, but I would respect if somebody brewed a beer and on the can, instead of all this stuff about mythical creatures and togetherness and whatever else, they just go, look, we tried some shit. It tastes like shit, but we have it. So here it is. Here. Try it if you want.
Right. I have.
It's like I respect the game.
So some more unusual things happened in the last time we have spoke, Rob. I got word, okay? I caught word that a family member of mine had lost their cat. Their cat had gotten outside. It did do this from time to time. It wanted to be one with the wild, but they were usually able to get it back in. They didn't notice this time that the cat got out. So they're not exactly sure what time of the day, I should say, it got out. But I got word that, hey, cat's gone, right? So these people live right essentially they have their backyard, and then there's a fence on the other side of the fence is a massive graveyard, a big graveyard. So my thought was, all right, I'm going to go because these family members are a bit old. And I said, there's a good chance maybe that the cat went, can get under the fence. It's chain link fence. And maybe is in the graveyard, this massive graveyard. I go into the graveyard, probably 4 in the afternoon, and I park and I just start walking. And mind you, this is a huge graveyard, acres upon acres.
I'm gonna. Are you adverse to the word cemetery?
Oh, you're right. It's cemetery. Yeah. It's a cemetery.
Massive graveyard it has such a different feel than just it's a cemetery. Yeah, they live by a cemetery.
It's a big. You're right. You're my. I'm just trying to add some razzle dazzle. But yes, a cemetery.
Terrible neighbors over there. They just have their yard full of graves.
Right. So cemetery. Thank you. I park and I start to walk, and I'm looking. I'm like, all right. I'm going to try to go places where you can't see it from a car because there's little like roadways all over the whole place where you can go. But I'm walking this whole thing, and a couple things happen, bring me to like this weird place, and I'm walking around or whatever. While I'm walking, I'm looking down at the headstones, and I'm looking at the years. I see someone who like passed away in like 1933. And then I immediately think to myself, I go, yeah, it's sad that probably no one ever comes to visit this headstone anymore. And I was like, wow, you really die. You really do die. Like the last time anybody says your name or whatever. So it was like, that was just weird to think about. And we can elaborate on that later. But I'm looking in these trees. I'm walking around. And then at one point in time, I was just like, I don't know. There's nobody around me, mind you. Nobody else is around. It's just me. And I go, hey, anybody see a cat? I'm just asking the spirits, and maybe they'll be like, all of a sudden I hear a little bell or something. You know what I mean? Like, you never know. Weirder things have happened. And then I look behind me, and I swear, and the wife says I'm wrong, and then I'm just imagining this. I swear I saw a person. All right. And then like, I think nothing of it. And then I turn back around and there's no one there. I was like, oh. And that was like right after I go like, hey, anyone see a cat? And so then I don't know if like it was just weird. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe I was just imagining things. But I kept walking. And again, I'm looking at all these headstones and just kind of like thinking about mortality, how we just like ultimately end up just in the ground, back in the earth. You know what I mean? In a hole. You live all this existence to end up in a hole or in an urn. And then I get by this other headstone, huge, massive, has the person's last name on it, birth date, death date. Right, like kind of below it, there's a smaller headstone. It was kind of like circular. It kind of looked like a rolled up sleeping bag, if you will, but it's a headstone. Mm-hmm. And on it just says baby and then the last name. And it was like June 28th, whatever year. It's like February 3rd, same year. So the baby passed away pretty quickly after it was born. It didn't have a name. And that kind of fucked with me for a little bit. I was just like, this is like truly like an unnamed soul and weird. And it's like, what is the afterlife like for this individual? A baby that doesn't have a name. And when people go to visit and try to learn about their lineage or whatever, and they're going back to this headstone, and it's just like, oh, baby whatever, baby Boyle or whatever the last name was. And it's just like, I don't know, it just kind of like weirded me out a little bit. It made me feel super uncomfortable. Like, you couldn't have at least given the the baby a name? Couldn't have named it afterwards or something? Give it a junior or what? You know what I mean? Like it just kind of like got in my head a little bit. And then I just started thinking.
What year was it?
19. I don't remember. It was 1900s.
Early 1900s?
I don't know.
Mid 1900s?
Might have been the mid.
That is surprising to me. Early 1900s and before, I could see, because like death was kind of more of a thing that was just like happened.
Yeah.
And to be honest, like, but if there were complications, you don't know if that baby was carried to term. You don't know if that baby was born naturally
But wouldn't it have been the same date then? If that was the case, it was like 4 days later.
Yeah. So, I mean, if they had to like,
I think I know what you mean. Yeah. I got
like, what is it called? Prematurely, there's a word for it, but I can't think of it. But like, that's a hard thing. If you're,
yeah.
Some people go the other route where, they do the name things, and some people maybe can't, makes it more real for them or something. So I don't know. Me and you probably can't speculate on such a travesty. So,
well, and that was the thing too, is like, I was trying to like create a story, or like think of like what could this all be? You know what I mean? And there's people that said like, he's a World War II vet, people that were born in the 1800s, and I'm doing the math, and it's like, yeah, this person was only 40, this person was 30 something, and it's just it was bizarre. It was like the first time I've really like have like I don't go to cemeteries often. I mean, pretty much never. But this is like the first time like that I've gone to one without like the purpose of like going to somebody's headstone that I know.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking for a cat. I did not find the cats. So
I was almost certain that you were going to say like, oh, the cat was on one of my family's graves or something. No,
I don't have any family in that one that I know of.
Well, I mean, me and you are the opposite. I used to go to cemeteries
or graveyards.
Or graveyards. I mean, there's a little one off Park Ave. That's kind of hidden back by where my grandma's trailer park, like when she moved to the courtyard apartment, or no, that was where I moved to. My bad. That's where you moved to. No, that trailer park over on Pioneer and Main.
Oh yeah.
In between there and Park Avenue, there's like a little tiny cemetery that I would maybe call a graveyard, because it is like maybe 50 tops.
Yeah, sure.
But last time I came to town, I went and walked through there in the night and just read the tombstones, and it's very interesting, and it is it's sobering and it's somber, but it's also I don't know, part of it's reassuring, because it's like, this doesn't actually matter that much, so like, why are you stressing so much about this or that?
Yeah.
You can go two ways with it. Like, you can go like, oh, I'm just going to end up in the ground, so why does it matter? And go nihilistic and lay down your arms and decide to just like eat Cheetos. Or you can go like, oh no, we all end up there. We get one go around, so I might as well, I'm going to go rock climbing, and I want turbulence on an airplane. That's what I'm trying to do.
Don't you ever speak poorly about Cheetos. Don't paint Cheetos in a negative light. Cheetos are...
I didn't say anything negative about Cheetos, my friend. I said that Cheetos are golden bliss that you can get lost in on your way to inevitable death. That's all I was saying.
You're like, oh, you can be a nihilist Cheeto eating motherfucker, and you were talking about me. What you trying to say?
No, a nihilist would not eat a salad. Is all I'm saying. Because why? What's the point? It's all made by Taylor Farms anyway, and we all know where that ends up.
Yeah, explosive diarrhea.
That's quoted from the news. Explosive diarrhea.
But yeah, it was It's just a weird thing. And then like, it kind of just intrigued me a little bit. And I'm like, I wonder if I should go back and like, I don't know, find something. You think people find meaning in a cemetery? The meaning
Yes.
of life is in the cemetery, the graveyard, or the grave field. In my situation, that was what I was in. A grave farm, could you call it?
I mean, that's a little harsh because I feel like farming graves would mean murdering a lot of people,
Possibly.
right? Because
Yeah.
that's creation of,
Well, that's
I
what,
don't know.
Was that Ed Gein? Was he a grave farmer?
Well, I think he was a grave tender because he didn't really like, he did a lot of digging.
Yeah, sure. That's fair.
I mean, if you believe the show, there's only a couple things that he actually took out himself.
The show, I think, is very inaccurate to, because his whole house was filled with like, everything was like made out of people, bones, skin, like all that kind of stuff. He had shrunken heads in his freezer, didn't he?
You know, I only really know the interviews. I don't know the gruesome like details of what I know. He had the lampshades.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think he got a lot of that from robbing graves more
He
than he
did.
did from
Yeah, it was from robbing graves.
killing people. So like,
He killed one person.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I wouldn't call him a grave farmer.
Grave robber.
He's just a great, yeah.
He was like the Jesse James of the graveyard.
Yeah, we can call him that. He didn't make Jesse James didn't make gold coins.
Right.
He acquired them.
Right.
But I have been seeing that speakeasy, that serial killer speakeasy advertisement ever since our last episode.
Really?
Yeah. And
In
I brought that up
Oshkosh
to a few
or
people,
by
and
you?
they also. What's that?
Is it by you?
I don't actually look into it enough. I assume it's because I do get a lot of Wisconsin stuff still. I was tracking that tornado.
Okay.
You know, I track weather and stuff like that over there just because I care.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Town got destroyed, dude.
Yeah.
It was really bad. I was up there over the weekend and wasn't good. But yeah,
I saw videos of it. I have people that I know that live in that area. All okay. But anyway, yes. So, but I was talking to some people about the serial killer speakeasy, and they all had the same kind of reaction that you had to it, where it was just like, why are we doing this? This is not.
Yeah, it's one thing to have a murder mystery dinner. That's fun. Like
It's also fake.
Right. It's not like, oh, what did you do today? I dined with Dahmer.
Yeah. I'm Jeffrey Dahmer. I'm going to be your server tonight. Oh, I'm your third victim's great grandkid. This will be fun tonight.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. I just thought I do think it's bizarre.
Yeah. Why that person would walk into that speakeasy? I'm not at liberty to say, but maybe they wanted Ed Kemper. I don't know.
It's a mystery. But I'm glad other people feel the same way that I do. It's nice to be validated about my feelings.
Yeah. All the way over here. You'd make it like a star over here, kid.
Man. But yeah. So that's like kind of what's been going on with me. Outside of that, I've been working a lot. I've been reading a lot. I watched some X-Files the other day, and I was a little disappointed because like our X-Files banter via text is always so good, and as of late, you just kind of been lackluster in it.
It's been terrible, I know, and trust me, it hurts me. It hurts me more than it hurts you. I think it's because the timing is always. I'm very busy, like right now, outside of work and inside work, because we're getting ready for this move. We've got some other things like, she who will not be named anymore because I've been told too many times, was trying to get a new, to a different job. And
let's call her Voldemort. No,
she'd love that. But yeah, it's just like
a beautiful Voldemort.
Yes, she's got a much better nose.
She has one.
Yeah, and I think she might be here, so they might start barking. I thought I heard a key in the lock,
It's all
but that
good.
could just be my excitement. And I didn't name her, so she shouldn't be here yet.
Right.
I'm pretty sure that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Beetlejuice.
Right. But yeah, so like you've been legitimately either you like message me and I cannot text. I'm in the middle of doing stuff and I just like it would either be really rude or like I'm in a serious conversation about trying to get stuff done and it's like there's just times where it's like and then I forget to go back because I've already opened the message.
Right.
That's my problem. If I open your message and then I don't respond right away, I'm going to forget about it probably for a little while, unfortunately. If I just see the notification, do the little swipe down with your thumb, and you can read it, but it's not open. I still have that little thing on my text message thing that says, "Hey, there's a message in here."
Yeah.
That's what and the other reason is some days I'm drunk. I'm just going to be honest. I'm by the pool, drunk. I don't have my phone near me. My hands are wet with the chlorine water.
Now that is the American dream.
We Sundays we've been relaxing quite heavily. So
that's good. You need to do that. But you did respond when I said this vampire episode of The X-Files is one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. And one, it's like it's bizarre because it's out of place. You have 2 episodes in which Scully is gone and they can't find her. And it's like this big mystery, presumed that she's dead. And then Mulder's like, I'm going to go bang this freaky chick. And then at the end,
I'm gonna go do some blood sport with someone who's 1990s conventionally hot.
And then I'm going to and then she's going to die, and I'm just like, shucks. Damn it.
God, when is Scully gonna come back?
Yeah.
It is so weird. Like she disappears, and then like he just goes off and chases vampires for an episode.
He just has some vampire sexual escapades.
I forget what the other episode is when she's not in it really at all. I think it's One Breath, where you see her like a little bit. She's like on the table or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's a very introspective, it's like it's the one thing that's interesting when you watch X-Files quickly or over and over again, and you have enough time to think about it, as one of us has done, is like Scully or Mulder would think that Scully has been with him since the very beginning of the X-Files, of all his ridicule, and she is his safety blanket to some extent.
Right.
He argues with her, but he also always goes back to her for, like even when she's not in the same town as him, like they do separate them from time to time, but he always like falls apart when she's not around, and like. It's like he goes to a dark place when she's not there, as if she's always been around. She's only been with him for 2 years,
right?
In season 2, it's like, and that's an early season 2 episode,
right?
So it's like, but I told you that vampire episode, it's whack. It's so like daytime soap opera meets Blade, and then the weird thing about it also is that you want proof of some of vampirical existence. Like the dude is melted in front of the cops inside of the police station
in the sun,
and then just goes back up. And it's like, I'm pretty sure that in the X-Files world, like vampires are very much a real thing.
Yeah.
Well, it's like you can't like there's no other way to put it other than the fact that yes, in this world with the FBI and all that, vampires are immortal and real to some extent.
And then one of the things that really like baffled me was you're gonna stay over at someone's house and your first instinct is to shave. Like you just have your razor.
Very weird. But,
there's no mirror. Can you shave me? Of course I'm gonna cut you. And no, you're not that girl anymore. So instead of drinking my blood, just make out with me and spread the blood all over my face. after I just showered.
I told you it's not my favorite episode for a lot of reasons. The way they played it and the way that they did it, but yeah, I agree. But that's somebody in the writer's room going like, all right, how do we show there's vampires around this house?
Right.
He needs there's no mirrors. Well, why would he need a mirror? And also we need a reason for her to like drink his blood. It's a trust thing or whatever. She shaves him and cuts him.
There you go.
And then because he can't do it himself, because no man can shave without a mirror.
Right.
Or as that one guy would put it, a mirror.
A mirror.
It can't be seen in a mirror.
And then, so you responded to that text. And then I 2 minutes later, I text you again. And I say,
think I was back in the pool. This was a weekend, I think.
This was on Sunday. Yes.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm on the next episode and it shows Scully's headstone with the years 1964 to 1994. You're telling me she's only 30 years old? And I said, is that accomplished already in the FBI? I said, fuck out of here. You didn't respond at all.
Yeah, but I did ponder it quite a bit. If it makes you feel any better. Because I didn't really know how to respond to that other than the fact that it's like, Mulder's the same kind of way, but they established the fact that he was like a wonderkin, great,
right,
behavioral science guy that like he could understand the psyche of criminology and these criminals better than anyone. And they even go back to some of his big cases, but it's like, yeah, it is interesting to think that like when they flash back to when he there's an episode. Did you watch the one yet where the guy has the lizard hand?
No, I don't think so.
Coming up, it's an interesting one, but it goes back to somebody that Mulder took out or arrested or whatever in his heyday when he was still just a spooky guy that worked in behavioral science or whatever. And you get to meet some of his old colleagues, and it's like, yeah, so he was like 24 when that happened.
Okay.
Fresh out of college and all that stuff. But yeah, it's like there's the episode with the guy who's the Squeeze episode with the guy who you see there's a mentality in the FBI of trying to rise the ranks, and it's the guy who would eventually, he was in Grounded for Life. Oh, he also went on to be in the Batman TV series Arkham.
Oh, okay.
But he plays her colleague or whatever, and he's like, "Oh, I'll get you out of the basement." And he was gunning for an upstairs office. It's like everybody's trying to rise fast, and like Scully just is good at her work. So she's actually in a terrible position in the X-Files. She's done her 4 years of medical. She's like a medical doctor that went into criminology or whatever.
Sure.
Which crossed over into the FBI. You get more on her backstory and why she ended up where she did, but the X-Files is not a great place to be. It's really a punishment to most people.
Yeah. And then I watched.
I said like I knew. I mean I assumed like these are the things that I got out of the show. So don't assume that I.
It sounds like you have quite a bit, but then I watched the one where it. Well, I watched the one where like in the volcano. And then like the thing,
one of my favorite. I do like Firewalker.
Shoots out of their neck, and then I watched the one with like the weird cults, and then like everyone, he is one, she is one, and then
that's a really I get sucked into that episode, and I still always because they do that was a really good episode for the fact that they do. They're like saying a lot in that episode, or they're doing a lot with that episode because they have the guy who's like perving out on the family.
Yep.
And it's like he's doing something, but in reality, they're like they're hinting at some bigger mystery going on with the vitamins and the doctor, and then it's like, oh, the cult is just they're doing something to the meat, and the cult is the control group. It takes place in Wisconsin, that one, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like
I don't like how they do that. You know, the second Wisconsin episode, and they make us look like fools.
I mean, it depends on what side you look at. The kids who throw blood on the people in turbans, yeah, that made us look pretty bad, I'd say. Oh yeah, also the guy who was peeping on people through a mirror, and pretty much molesting people and riding on their back. Yeah, it makes us look pretty bad. You're right.
Yeah,
the whole thing, everywhere around it.
You know, there's woods elsewhere.
It did say our barbecue is really good,
and it's fine. But like, wouldn't it just be more like historically accurate? Be like just like a quick little quip of like, Mulder, you all right? Oh, those cheese curds are really doing something to my gut. Or he just pops a cheese curd. He sniffs everything. He sniffs. Yeah.
Yeah. He would have to break it open, dip his fingers into the cheesy liquid, put it to his nose, sniff it, and then like flick it back down to the plate, or he would then eat it with a fork.
And then I feel like the insult butt crumb would actually be appropriate.
And that was in that episode. Was that from the sheriff's son or something?
Yeah, called him a butt crumb. All right, butt crumb, I'll be back in 5 minutes, something like that.
Yeah, I would love to know who decided to write that line in there. And
one of the writers, like, it just had to be like, my brother used to call me a butt crumb, and it's just like stuck with him for the last 15 years. And then he's just like, so you're a writer, right? So what, like, I feel like a lot of writers incorporate things from their life into probably a show or something they're writing for. What's a good insult that your brothers called you, or maybe you called your brothers, that you could appropriately insert into a show, something as unique as butt crumb?
I don't think we ever got as unique as butt crumb.
I used to.
Me and my brothers kind of. I don't know how we insulted. We didn't insult each other so consistently with the same things. I don't think.
Yeah. I feel like it'd just be like, well, I mean, the F word would be thrown around a lot in your family, so I feel like something like that. I don't know. I stole this line from E.T., but when I was younger, every once in a while, I would tell my sister, I would call her penis breath.
But yeah. Did you know what that meant at the time? You've been sucking on E.T.'s finger.
But I didn't understand the joke, but I was just like, I knew what a penis was and I knew breath. So it's like, I'm going to call you that. But yeah, Elliot screams that to his brother. It wasn't like that, penis breath. And the mom starts laughing as she tries to scold him. I don't have any good insults. Butt crumb though, I do like. I have to figure out how to.
I feel like butt crumb is perfectly. It sounds like I don't know how if I ever was trying to write into a script like an actual insult.
Yeah.
And if butt crumb came out of my brain, I don't know if I would be able to let that stay on the page personally. But if in the moment of like, if you're trying to like say something to someone but not be overly like mean or whatever, I think butt crumb is a good, like, it can almost, that's like a full stop. Like your argument stops because the other person goes, just call me a butt crumb.
I feel like that'd be like, I'd be like, are you saying I have warts on my ass? Like a butt. What's a butt crumb?
Tell me to wipe better. Is it crumpled toilet paper? What is a butt crumb?
Yeah, is a butt crumb like a fancy way of just saying dingleberry?
It's like a dangler or a turd, and it doesn't have to be dangling.
Right,
it could just be a turd.
Yeah, I don't know. That in itself could be a whole X-File episode.
Could be the X-Files. Yeah,
they're looking for the butt crumb.
We'll message Ryan Coogler. Get on it.
They're rebooting it or whatever, revamping it, whatever you want to call it.
I think it might be like a reboot. It'll be. I've seen different things that make me think different things about what's going to happen, but it sounds like it might be an actual reboot or a remake where it's like it's just.
Yeah.
At one point, I read a story that was like, "Oh, it's this person is going to play the Mulder character, and this person is going to play the Scully character." It was a little bit ambiguous as to whether or not they were playing Mulder and Scully in a remake.
I don't think so. Sorry.
Yeah.
But,
Sorry. Well, we're sitting here talking X-Files. So, so that's where you made it to, is Red Museum, eh?
mm-hmm.
The cult episode.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I know that I was waiting for you to kind of get to those, because they're very interesting, different, like those they're different for such different reasons. 3 is so skippable. I'm not a fan of 3. That's the vampire one.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's people that love that episode because of the supporting cast. Really, like not the lady so much, but the guy who played the young vampire that burns to death.
Yeah.
That dude acting his heart out in that episode.
Yeah.
And I thought he did a pretty good job. The myrrh is a little weird, but I can't be seen in a myrrh.
Yeah.
But yeah, that one breath is that's one that I wish I would have watched before we talked about it, because it's there's some episodes that still elude me in terms of my memory.
But
you just go in and out.
You're too busy getting frosty on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah. But I did actually go back, and I was just like, once again, Monday back at work, things got crazy. But I thought about that message, and I was like thinking about how to text succinctly and go like, 36, you can get a lot done. You can get your 8 years of medical school, 4 more years of medical
30.
training. That's 30 right there. But she was new to the FBI.
My guess.
When she started at the in the first season, I feel like the X-Files is like one of her first assignments, possibly.
Yeah, it could be. You could be right there. All right, fair enough. I watched the new Ted Lasso episode today, right before we got on here.
Nice, it's good.
It's fine.
It's gonna get better.
I
you
hope
wouldn't
so.
have signed on for it,
I hope so. And I get, like, you have to establish the plot and what's going to be going on, but yeah, it felt very much like a show that has been off the air for a while, and they decided to let's do this, and they're trying to, like, it's almost like they're not phoning it in, but they're like trying too hard to kind of pick up where they left off. Not like Scrubs. I feel like Scrubs was like the perfect comeback, and they established everything well, and they just got back into the groove. So I'm just waiting for that. I'm waiting for them to get back into the groove. There's some funny parts in it, and there's kind of like, you're like, all right, I get why they're doing this. I get why this is happening. Like, I understand it. But like, I just want to get into the meat,
Yeah, sometimes you gotta wait,
I don't like waiting. I'm not one that likes to wait. Even now, like in this new situation, this new work environment, like I'm sitting around by all these like great people, all these knowledgeable people, and I'm like, wow, like this person's really impactful at their job. This person's impactful at their job. And I'm like, I'm not impactful at my job right now because I don't know what the hell I'm doing because I'm new. And I just want to be like, I wish I could fast forward to like 6 months from now where I feel like I got the groove. And I don't like being in the stage, Rob. I don't like it at all.
This is the best stage.
It's not. This is a stage to reinvent myself, to establish myself.
Getting in the groove is the best stage. Once you're in the groove, then you're just in a trench, man.
But then you can be like the man, though. Like you can swoop in.
I've never experienced that feeling, but
being
I'll take
the man,
your word for it.
You're always the man. That's the problem.
I disagree highly.
How are you not the man? You're the goat.
I've got crippling anxiety, Drew. I don't want to talk about it.
Don't we all?
I think so.
And there's a pill for that. Do you take one? I do.
No, I just found out that if you hit yourself in the armpits, it'll make that go away.
What?
Yeah. It's an old Japanese trick.
Like, what do you mean by hit? Like, you just like punch yourself in the armpit? Or
no,
what?
like you cup your hand like in a massage, and you kind of do a little. Look at it, makes you laugh. Your anxiety is going away already. But no, it's something to do with blood circulation.
Really?
Yeah, it's the same. Like when you get a massage, they do that thing where they cup, like they kind of cup and they hit you on the bottoms of your feet with but they don't not flat palms.
I thought you were talking about a happy ending.
No, this is on your feet, Drew.
Oh,
on your feet.
I've never had a massage. So I want to know. Actually,
Well,
that's not true. I've had one, and it was in a classroom by a professional.
Oh, is this on like with one of those chairs they bring in?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, you got to go to a parlor for this. But I looked it up because I was like, why do they do that at the end of like when they massage your arms down and then they do this thing where they like kind of clap your hand to your hand or whatever. It's like a blood circulation thing. If you do that in your armpits, it's supposed to help with anxiety. I did it in the elevator today, and it made me feel very anxious that somebody was going to see me doing it in the elevator.
You're just, what are you doing? I was just curing anxiety right now. You know,
curing anxiety. Feels so good right now.
Who needs? I was gonna say Zyrtec, but isn't that an allergy pill?
I feel like it's probably both these days. I'm sure Sky Rizzy takes care of anxiety because it takes care of everything else.
They've changed that song like 6 times now.
Oh, I know. And Shonda, she's been named, hates it when I bring it up every single time because
I can't not think of you anytime I see one of those commercials.
I have a real beef with, if we could all go back and just hear the original OG Sky Rizzy song, it was so good.
Yeah.
And they've just remixed it to death, Drew.
They had the jingle. You don't need to change it.
Yeah, I'll never forget how I felt the first.
That's like when
I heard the Sky Rizzy song.
It's like when your favorite TV show changes the theme or shortens it. Like, you know, that's part of it. You can't just take that away. I don't know.
Yeah. So, you know, but now we have Sky Rizzy. It cures diarrhea, skin acne.
What is it even for?
That's the thing. Literally, it's like Crohn's disease. It's all over the map, and it like they just tweaked the lyrics. At first, it was always curing the same thing, but they like changed the type of song. So it went from this like pop song that really made you feel good. Like it made you feel like things were looking up in the world. And you don't get a lot of that from a pharmaceutical commercial. But that was why that commercial stuck out to me. I was like, oh, this is a pretty good song. I like this. And then they changed it to like country. They threw a little like rap thing in there, and I was like, they didn't change the words at that point. They just were changing the type of like music, which then made me realize that it was still an evil pharmaceutical corporation that was trying to get demographics. And then the side effects, apparently, a lot of times, like they'll create a drug, and the side effects will be more profitable. So, like, if the side effect is you don't poop for a while, then all of a sudden you can remarket that drug as an Imodium type situation or an anti-diuretic or something. You know what? That's just an example, but like sometimes the side effects become what they decide to use the drug for based on how often the side effect happens and yada yada. It's all based on their studies. I feel like that's what's happened here with Sky Rizzy. They haven't really changed it, but they've realized that they can make money selling it for what the side effects are as much as they can make for clearer skin. Because I don't know, a lot of people with what was it, sciatica? What is that stuff that on the skin that
psoriasis?
People get? Psoriasis, that's it.
Sciatica. If Sky Rizzy makes you constipated, you can try the Sky Shitty. Hey yo.
Yeah, it's called the Crunchwrap Supreme.
So Sky Rizzy does this. It's approved by the FDA to treat moderate to severe plaque psoriasis.
That's it. It wasn't
adults,
even sciatica.
Active psoriatic arthritis, moderately to severe active Crohn's disease, and moderately to severe active ulcerative colitis. Yeah.
Which very different things. Ulcerative colitis and what was the skin one?
Psoriasis.
Psoriasis, yeah, the two different things I believe completely. I don't know about the bugs that create those things. It could be the same virus that one's in your stomach, one's on your skin. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a
I think
pharmaceutical rep.
psoriasis is just a skin condition. It's not a bug. It's not like a
Well, yeah, but
virus.
I don't. I'm just saying I don't know what causes the skin condition. Just like I don't know what causes the ulcerative colitis. So it could be a different strain of the same thing that affects you differently. Like lupus can affect your internal organs, or it can affect your skin. Like my dad has lupus that it shows up on his skin, but he's got a great immune system, but it hasn't turned on itself. And then if it goes the other way, then it starts to attack your own internal organs, and then it's very bad.
Yeah. All right.
But I don't know.
Well, hopefully that never
anyway,
happens to
Sky
us.
Rizzy, check out the commercials. They're all different. You'll never hear the same jingle once, twice, 3 times a jingle.
Not anymore. Times be tough. Times are expensive. Everything is a mystery, and Sky Rizzy keeps changing its tune, and we don't like that.
There's an X-Files episode.
There you go.
I would love to see Mulder and Scully get into Sky Rizzy's headquarters.
Yeah, and really like see the songwriting process and wonder why.
They're controlling the public through one catchy tune that they have changed over. It's mutated like AI.
Right. How much you got left? I got a bit left. I've been sipping on it. I mean, these ones are ones that you sip. It is good.
I started out quick, and then I was like, oh, I should probably slow it down. But now I'm realizing it's been an hour.
Pretty close. Vault 202 is a cool place. If you're ever in Appleton, Wisconsin, and it's a good spot to go to. I enjoyed it. I like the vibe. And I went to Appleton. I went to their Mile of Music Festival, which is a free music festival across the city, and it was actually really awesome. I saw Dave Haas, who is really good. He's in bands he used to be in a band called The Loved Ones. He's in the Falcon. He's got all his own solo stuff, which you should check out. And it was a lot of fun. It was a good time. I enjoyed it. But yeah, I'm drinking the barrel aged. Anything different is good. It did the Baltic Porter. It's good. I like it. I kind of like that.
It's different.
It is different. I kind of like that it's not super boozy, because I do enjoy the bourbon barrel, the bourbon aged stouts and porters, but they're like 13-14%.
They hit you hard.
They do. And this is half that, which I like. It's got a good blend of the porter. Like I said before, I would like the bourbon tail, but the bourbon taste. I think as it gets a little warmer, you get the bourbon kind of flavors a little bit more, which is ideal. But overall, it's a solid beer. It's pretty good. You can go get it right now. There. I don't think they distribute much, but yeah, if you're in the Wisconsin area and can do that, I would recommend it. It's pretty solid. It's pretty good. I enjoy it. And then, the J. Henry, that's Wisconsin bourbon. Keeping it Wisconsin, baby. It's what we do.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
How the whole thing started until one of us left. Or maybe we were already
originally it was only Wisconsin beers, but then branched out because I was like,
there's a lot of good beer out there.
Yeah, there is.
Speaking of which, Ogopogo's Yowie, I wouldn't call it anything super special. It's a West Coast. It's not dank. It's on the crispy, more crisp beer side than on the dank beer side.
Yeah.
It's a good, it's a good beer to drink. For 6.7%, it's it goes down smooth. It stays bitter longer than it stays sweet, if you like that. But it's a good beer, but it's pretty middle of the road West Coast IPA, I'd say.
Hell yeah. That's right. Good. I'm glad we were able to share this conversation, really get down into the nitty-gritty of life over a frosty brew. And that's what we like to do at Dudes with Brews on the Porch. Dudes with Brews on the Porch is just like a beautiful thing where we reflect, we ponder, and we wonder about life, about the existence of humanity, and how we growing to be great people and how we can unite the world one frosty beverage at a time. Doesn't have to be alcoholic, but we do like beer. It is good. And if you would feel so inclined to want to join the movement on Dudes with Brews on a Porch by going to linktr.ee/Dudes with Brews. Pick up a Porch Pint Society t-shirt, hat, sticker, shorts, phone case, pillows. We got everything. You can get a Strange Brew tee. You can get a Dudes with Brews tee. You can get a P is for Punk tee. Whatever your heart desires. It is on there. For every t-shirt they sell, I think we get like $4. So if you buy like 3 shirts, you can buy me 1 beer. But only me 1 beer. But if you buy 8 shirts, you can get both Rob and I a beer. And we appreciate that. We hope life is going well. And we hope all your dreams come true. Anything for you?
No, that sounds good to me.
Bye-bye.
Audio. Goodbye, everyone.